bunch of announcements, but I have one more for you guys. I don't think I'm going to have kids. Just, yeah, let you know. Sorry to come out as a hero immediately in my set. I'm just doing my part. Don't clap. Thank you, sir. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle. Got to do something, right? So I'm sticking with pets. I think cats are the perfect baby, all right? You disagree with me, you got dogs. Good for you. Got more money, maybe you own a home. Congratulations. I have a cat. I'm lying, I live in New York City now, so I have a cactus, okay? Cactus, kind of the opposite of a baby. You cry when you hold it, you know, but I just feel like in a big city, you gotta kind of start at the bottom of the totem pole of things that it's hard to keep alive, right? So I'm gonna go cactus, goldfish, cat, dog, baby, boyfriend, dreams. For some reason, orchid is at the top. I don't know. It's a finicky flower, but I'm gonna get there one day, you know. But I do think cats are my favorite option. Better than babies for several reasons, right? Probably the biggest reason is you can drop a cat. One of the biggest complaints about babies. Cannot drop them. You want to, slippery bastards. Because even if they land on their feet, it is still not good, right? So weak ankles and squishy knees, not a good time. Another reason why cats are better than babies, if they die before you, nobody gets suspicious. You know? Nice, you guys are fun. We're down for dead baby jokes. Hell yeah. I do actually kind of want kids. Sorry if the set is an emotional roller coaster. So is being a woman. So this is an immersive experience. Buckle up. I don't think I would be the worst mother, mostly because I saw that the other day. I saw a woman putting makeup on her baby. Yeah. Oh, dead baby joke. Good time on a Saturday night. Makeup on a baby. Too far, you know? Yeah, I had the same reaction you guys are having, right? I just couldn't believe it. I was like, fucking really? Like somebody finally accepts they have an ugly baby? Holy shit! God is real! Pretty good. Wasn't born with it. That's fine. There's a fix. Okay. I also think I'd be a pretty good parent because, like, I had good parents growing up. I don't know why I'm up here either. I could just call home. But here we are. It's fine. But also, like, I grew up on a wheat farm in Kansas, so love was love was all we had. It's fine. We made it out. It was like a pretty good upbringing, except like when the pandemic started, I had all of my friends tell me that they thought my upbringing prepared me for quarantine, which fucking rude. Like just waiting to tell me you could tell I grew up without friends. That's cool. It kind of did, like, I went back to the farmhouse I grew up in for quarantine, spent like 9 weeks totally alone in the middle of nowhere, didn't go crazy, it's fine, and I learned how to entertain myself growing up, so when I was out there I did the same thing, like I tried to get good at voices, so it would sound like I was talking to somebody else throughout the day. It's good. I've got this voice. Kind of fun, right? Kind of cute. You like it. You're not so sure. That's good. It's fine. My 5 roommates for the first month of the pandemic fucking hated it. You know, tensions were a bit higher then. But I'm going to use that voice real quick to do an impression for you. This is my impression of me talking to myself. Well, you know what they say. Oh no, actually, I think I've forgotten what they say. That's it. That's the whole joke. I've forgotten what people say. Anybody else? Lose your minds? Anybody else feeling crazy? No? Okay. You. Just a you from the front row. That's good. That's a good time. So yeah, I went crazy for the last last couple of years. I highly recommend it. It's fun. And then in 2020, I decided to move to New York City. Good timing, I know. Thank you. It's good. I started dating right away. Mostly, I had to talk to somebody else. Things were getting pretty weird between me and the Australian in my head, so that's fine. It was mostly like texting dating at the time, which I'm glad we're past. Mostly just because I think I've already peaked, honestly. If you're looking for hot tips, sir, in the sweatshirt up front, I'm going to share this. This is my favorite text I've ever gotten from a man. He was from an ex at the time. He texted me, "Hey, I'm on acid. Send me a riddle." Fun, right? He was also staying in a hotel, so it's basically like I just gave him like an escape room puzzle or something. But that's like such a fun text, right? Because like I could have said anything at that point. Everything is a riddle while you're on acid, you know? Like I could have sent him one picture and been like, spot the differences. Would have been busy for hours. But what I did instead was I sent him a riddle that I couldn't solve when I was 10, so his 30-year-old brain on acid had no chance. Here's the riddle. A man wants to give you his hotel. Before he'll do so, you have to solve this problem. There's 3 light switches in the lobby. Each light switch corresponds to one of the 3 floors above it. You have to figure out which light switch goes to which floor by only taking 1 trip up. That's too much for 2 White Claws, let alone 2 hits, right? But when I heard that riddle as a kid, I asked, "Oh, well, can you see the light from outside the hotel?" What he asked was, "Is it the hotel I'm in?" I will tell you the answer. How it works is you turn one light switch on, you leave it on for a while, then you turn it off. You turn a second one on, you go upstairs, you feel the light bulbs. One is off but hot, one is on, one is off and cold. Second half of that riddle is you have to figure out which light bulb represents your marriage, you know, and that's more of a mushrooms puzzle, if you ask me. I don't know how to talk to people anymore. I'm just dropping weird life facts on you all of a sudden. But I think like we've all kind of lost conversational skills, right? I had a lady the other day tell me that she liked my dress concoction. I whipped it up in a cauldron that morning. Also, like I'd thrown it together, you know, like I wasn't trying to, like I hadn't put thought into it. I wasn't trying to say something about who I was with what I was wearing. And at the time, I was wearing a Japanese maternity dress from 2009, so I was saying quite a bit. Less of a dress concoction, ma'am, more of a dress confession. And my confession is that I am economically savvy. Hell yeah, kept that maternity dress for 13 years. Also, when I was 19, I kept the clothes but gave up the baby, so. Pretty good with money! Pretty thrifty, thank you. I did get pregnant when I was younger, got pregnant when I was 19, had the kid when I was 20, so couldn't be on TV, I checked. Too washed up, they said, crusty 20s, they were pretty rude. Also, I don't know if you followed the trajectory of my life through this set, but I feel like I'm doing it in reverse, right? I grew up on a farm, basically retirement, had a kid, got married, moved to New York City to pursue my dreams. Like, I don't know what comes next, but I feel like the most logical options are I buy rollerblades and then lose object permanence. You know, like, could say I'm a bit of a mess, like to think of myself more as an emotional Benjamin Button. And I know, like, you have a lot of unanswered questions, like, am I okay? Is the kid okay? Did I keep having sex when I was pregnant? Yes! Of course, you're 19 and pregnant. That's all the bad stuff that comes from sex, right? That's what they taught you in Kansas. And like, listen, I know this is awkward, but I'm going to tell you a story real quick. 6 months pregnant, met a nice guy. We had sensitive sex, the type of sex with feelings. Don't know if you can have that with that in this altitude and with that hat, sir. But and it was going fairly well. And then all of a sudden he asked me, "Oh, are you crying?" And I wasn't, so I had to figure out why he thought I was just weeping all over him. And once I did, I decided to be honest. You know, just like, oh no, I'm sorry, my tits are leaking. You made me feel too much, I guess. My heart is crying all over you. Hey, listen, I know it's a lot, but I gotta tell you, it was the most empowering sex I've ever had, because I gotta get a towel and wipe off his chest after it.